Bro, what's your name? What's your question?
I'm Jason from the Bronx.
I don't know what this is.
I'm yapping. Yeah.
What's your question?
Yo, I came out of a relationship about 3 years with a woman with kids. So my whole thing is it more of an investment or is it more of a liability to deal with a woman with kids? Being that, right? And I'm saying that respectfully.
Ooh, you done turned him against your ass.
Respectfully.
All right.
Respectfully.
Let me ask you a question, Keita. Is it a liability or asset to date a woman with kids?
Well, fucking with me, baby, it's always an asset. I came with one, but he's still here, so I think it's an asset, but definitely it depends on the type of woman, I think, and it depends on the situation and what you're looking for. If you're not looking to be a stepdad, if you're not looking to pour into the children, don't fuck with a single mom. And we don't have time for you to come wasting our fucking time. Not saying you know, just we don't have time for all that. But there are situations where you could deal with a woman with kids and it bring more trouble in your life than good. That does happen too, so.
Yeah, I think maybe to reframe it, I think dating a woman with children requires a certain amount of care.
Okay.
And now, this is not to indict any man that doesn't want to put up that much care for the situation. Now, what can be a liability is not the woman with kids, but the situation surrounding her motherhood.
Facts.
If her situation fucked up, that's a liability, my G. Like her and the father, like he always showing up at the crib, or he on some wild shit or some shit like that, that's a liability. Like you probably want to, you know what I mean? But like, go ahead.
But so I agree with you on that point. But even if the biological father isn't there, the fact that you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? If the relationship don't work, you invest in time with them kids.
Brother, the thing is, and I'm gonna say this with a bias, being a community worker and a former teacher. Any positive investment that you make in the life of a young person is a good investment, whether you're there to see that seed blossom or not. Don't ever feel bad, even if just temporarily, for providing good leadership for a young person. Our black children need it, whether it's from their parents, step-parents, community, they need that. What you're experiencing and what you may be calling a liability is just grief, dog. You hurt, my nigga. Like you was there for them kids. You took on that role. And unfortunately, I think I would caution men and understand that like breaking up with the kids hurt too, bruh.
That's a fact, absolutely.
You feel me? And I would also caution the women with kids, like, understand that man might really form a bond with your children. You feel me? Like if he start playing that father role, you gotta understand that he gonna form them instincts gonna come out of him, them emotions gonna come out of him. Like understand that before you start to bring your kids around and put any man in that position. But my G, don't feel bad for being a good man. Like don't ever feel bad for that, bro.
Trill?
Yeah, man, I think first and foremost, a lot of times we gotta stop going into situations and like, okay, I'm gonna be a good dude for what I can get out of it. Sometimes you can go into a situation and be all the way solid and it don't end how you want it to. That shouldn't affect how solid of a dude you is going forward, right? I'm a solid dude, I'm gonna come in here, take care of the kid, get a kid guidance, things of that nature, just because I'm solid, not because I'm looking for, something in return. So I think that's one. Number two is, a woman could be an incredible asset with a kid, but it's all about the infrastructure that she has set up. A lot of times we start dating women who don't have infrastructure. Your baby daddy's still extra present, toxic as hell. I gotta worry about looking over my shoulder when we at the restaurant because y'all ain't got the pickup time set up and all type of shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So again, when you run into a woman who got infrastructure, now pickup is 12 o'clock on Sundays, it ain't no extracurricular, we meeting here, we dropping off there, things of that nature, then that's a healthy situation. But if you come into a situation with no infrastructure, it's gonna be a disaster from top to bottom.
Appreciate your question. I think I agree with what you said about it can be an asset depending on the woman, because single motherhood can change a woman. but oftentimes it can be for the better. This person is more serious, more responsible, knows what love looks like, knows how to take care of and extend. And then here you are, you get an actual example of how great of a mother she can be in real time. And so I do think that there is spaces for that. Now, if that's not your cup of tea, then it's not your cup of tea. My problem is when men get on the internet trying to devalue women simply because they have children. That's my problem. So if you don't want to rock with her, you don't have to, you know what I mean? But that don't mean she's a liability inherently. What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Popsy B. I'm from the Bronx. My question is, if you, as a man, if you decide to deal with somebody who's in the entertainment business, why get jealous? Why get insecure? If you
What
decide
type of
that's what you
entertainment?
What entertainment you doing?
what?
We talking about, because we entertainers.
I mean, what entertainment are we talking about? What
like strippers, like a stripper. If you
Here we
decide
go.
Adult
date a
entertainment.
stripper, why get insecure if she's coming home to you every night after bringing you the bag, you're good? Like, what's the insecurity?
Did you do the towel on the pole shit?
Get your booty.
You a child.
Now, okay. So this question has multiple layers, right?
Yes, they do.
Trip, you disagree? Trip, what? You don't think so?
Entertainment is entertainment.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's sex work, stage work. It's your job to please people. It's your job to in whatever way, whatever lane, provide people pleasure. If we provide people laughs, that's pleasure. We provide them with insights, that's pleasure. If you can't handle a person who does that for a living, stay the fuck out they way.
Trippington. Now Trippington.
No, bro, I'm not going. Cause I done had plenty women try to fuck with me until they realize that like other women think I'm cute too.
I feel you on that.
Other women want to be at the table to hear a nigga like, nah, it's all. I don't care if she taking her clothes off. I don't care if she on a stage. Again, you knew what this person did for a living.
That's my point.
That's
if
the
you
thing.
knew,
Leave them the fuck alone.
What are you trying to?
You know, sometimes we don't know things that trigger us until we get into the relationship, right? So you might think that you can handle a woman that's a stripper. You might think you can handle a woman with an OnlyFans. You know, she bringing home the bag every Thursday is bag night. The rappers come in and she go crazy. And every
got the
Thursday,
money and everything,
and every
though.
Thursday she bringing 1,000, but this Thursday she got 2. Did some dick get sucked? Why do you have 2? What did you do? So you feel what I'm saying? I get what you're saying about entertainers, but I make it laugh. How many of y'all I made it come tonight? I made come. Nobody tonight. One in the back seat is different.
I'll tell you what it is, bro. I think like a lot of men suffer from the same thing women suffer from. Meaning that I can get with you and then I could change how you move. I could change your mindset, right? Just like you said, like you knew what you were signing up for when you got into this. But you thinking, okay, yeah, when I get with her, all that shit gonna tone down, all that shit gonna stop. You see what I'm saying? Instead of saying, okay, this is who I'm signing up for and I'm gonna accept everything that come with that, right? A lot of men suffer the same delusion that a lot of women think, because a lot of women do that, right? You start dating a dude who out here, a party promoter, all in the section, the club every night, all that. Then I think when I get with him, he just gonna be a domesticated homebody out there fixing the garage and shit like that.
My thing is though, if you see that you can't handle it, so now okay, you figured out. Bounce. Because staying in a situation with a woman who might be an adult entertainer, what we see is men will try to break you down and minimize you to get you to stop doing it. So they'll try to like ruin your self-esteem or your self-worth so that you'll get out the business. And rather than just saying this is something I'm not into and getting the fuck on.
I agree.
But what you about to say? Some bullshit.
But it's not even in this aspect. I think a lot of people bite off more than they can chew. And it takes a certain security level to be in relationships with certain people. So this is an internal work people got to be able to gauge before getting into relationships. All right? So that's my suggestion about that one. What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, my name is Shauna from Queens. Can cheating be justified?
Hey, G, can you corner the mic up? What's your question? Shh.
Can cheating be justified?
No.
No.
Kitty,
Next.
you said no real fast. Why you? You said it fast.
When we link cheating and you think about the realm of cheating, that's an act of betrayal. That's utter disrespect, okay? It's immoral. No one can justify that behavior. I don't care if they say, well, I was drunk or I was high or I slipped up or I messed up. You cannot justify, because if you're justifying something, that means that you're saying that this was morally correct. This was a just decision that I made. You're fighting to prove that what you did was correct, that it was fair. It's not. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna move this one just a tad bit. When someone does something to you, whether they overstep your boundaries, they disrespect you, they hurt you, they betray you, whatever it is, they cannot justify that behavior. Don't allow people to over-explain or justify or try to argue their point. When a person makes that decision, especially when it comes to cheating, I don't care what no one says, in the back of their mind, they know that it's wrong. They know that they're betraying someone. They're doing something behind someone's back. If you really think about it that way, can someone explain to you? Can they over-explain, because that's what justifying basically is. Can they explain to you, a person who's hurting, you're broken, you've been betrayed, you've been disrespected, somebody can stand in front of you and say, well, this is the reason why I did it? Is that really gonna matter?
I don't know.
Don't let nobody justify their behavior.
Mike, did you have an opinion or you?
You know, so I just be so amazed when I hear some of these things. But when cheating happens and you have a situation where obviously we got communication after. Me personally, I don't really have a lot of post-cheating communication because I feel like, you know, once you crash the car, I gotta get another one. So it's so crazy to me that when betrayal happens, the conflict resolution is me justifying not trying to move forward, which is my ultimate goal. Like, if I fuck up as a man, and I hope that you don't run across men that fuck up and do this, but hopefully I'm trying to like earn your trust back. I'm trying to promise change. I'm trying to promise for me to sit here and say, well, baby, I did it because the bacon be burnt a lot, and I don't be getting my massages.
I think sometimes
Right?
we try to justify it though, because we've already invested a lot into the relationship, and now this
But
has
is
happened.
that person looking for closure? Like, is it me looking for closure while I'm asking you to justify it, or is your path to trying to get us back together, trying to explain
Can
why you
I
cheated?
offer some context though? I don't, in my personal opinion, and it can be unpopular opinion, I don't think the person that cheated is the one wanting the justification. Oftentimes it is that person that's been offended that's looking for the reason. And so now I have to conjure up the reason why I did it. It's not enough. Like if I hurt you and we're talking about this post-cheating and you're asking me why, If I say because, that's not satisfactory to you. And so oftentimes that person that was transgressed against is the one extra pushing for the reason.
Are you looking for the cheating to be justified
Oh no,
mentally?
I don't agree with cheating. I'm not a cheater. It was just a question because people have.
Okay, all right. Appreciate your question.
No.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
said-
because a lot of men and women tend to feel that there's an answer for cheating.
Nah, it's not. You just fucked up. It just is what it is. Sometimes you just have to be like, shh, you know. But I think if you're reconciling though, I do think conversations have to be had about what was the root cause of why this happened. Don't you agree?
Yeah, yes and no.
Or do you just say, fuck it, let's just move fresh? Or do you,
You can
not
give
talk
me a
about it?
reason, but I guess if we are reconciling, then come up with a way in which you'll never do it again. Like, give me some solutions. Let's figure out how we can attack this problem. If we are, and if
But
I don't
in order to
decide to
have
fuck
the-
your cousin,
Shut
because you
the
hurt me
fuck
so
up.
bad, and now I gotta hurt you.
What's your name? What's your question?
Shamika from Brooklyn.
Hi, Shamika.
Other than continuing to listen or leaving, what are some other ways to maintain a friendship with someone who spends every interaction venting about the emotional abuse and manipulation she is going through, that she has no intention of leaving, but listening to her not love herself takes a toll on the listener's own emotions?
Yeah, trauma dump.
Nah, check me out. Yo,
It's a trauma dump.
y'all gotta start doing non-talkative shit together.
That's brilliant.
Nah, I'm telling you, because for different reasons, I just got some homies that talk too fucking much. Like I'm talking about from the moment we link to the time niggas leave, this nigga got some shit to talk about. I'm a nigga that I enjoy them spaces in the conversation where it ain't shit to say. I like that shit. Like, shut the fuck, let's shut the fuck up together. Let's do that. Let's do that. I enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know we can really kick it. I fuck with your energy. You know what I mean? Go to the movies together, work out together, ride some bikes together. She gonna be out of breath. She can't talk if y'all work out together, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And y'all getting healthy. You know, niggas y'all don't need to talk. Y'all doing high what is that? Hit the cardio, the high interval. You know what I mean? Do some of that shit. Don't put her in a position to motherfucking talk to you at all.
No, exactly.
No, he's spitting some real shit.
Kitty, what you think?
Yeah, thank you, baby, for that question. You have to set conversational boundaries. Those are the boundaries that most people do not talk about. We talk about physical boundaries, we talk about emotional boundaries, spiritual boundaries, but we don't talk enough about conversational boundaries. If you don't have the capacity to be able to hold those conversations, knowing that you probably are emotionally bonded to that person and seeing them go through any form of emotional abuse will affect you the same way. You have to be honest with yourself, advocate for yourself. I can't have these conversations. When I enter these conversations, it affects me. If that person loves you enough, if they respect you, they're going to respect the fact that you're creating boundaries. You have to do that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a sister, my older sister, she's married. I cannot stand her husband. Please take this, don't post this online, okay?
Cut this part
absolutely, but you know what? I love my sister, but I'm also not in a relationship with my sister. So I don't know how she is as a person in a relationship. She used to always come to me and try to vent to me, but I had to let her know just out of love and out of respect, for me to still hold you in a certain regard, in a certain space, I don't want to have these conversations. Was she offended at first? Yeah, absolutely, but I can't do anything about that because I don't have the capacity, because now I'm gonna have a problem with the person that you have a relationship with, and then I also have a problem because I can't help you fix this. And me being a former people pleaser and a former codependent person, I have to realize when I'm trying to fix people's problems. And so in that space, I set the boundary. I'm not gonna have this conversation with you because I'm gonna wanna fix something for you. And I don't have the space to do that. I can't have this conversation because this is gonna connect too much to me, and I don't have the space to do it. You can do it with love, okay? But hold that boundary for yourself, okay?
But one thing too, if you're that friend, right? Because we've all had that friend that continuously talks about her man. She's upset. She always has something negative to say. You can't even call her with good news because she is always miserable. If you are that friend, nobody gonna admit it, but if you are that friend, I think one thing to know is to call your friend up and ask, do you have the capacity? Like, are you in a good space right now to hear my bullshit? Because a lot of the times, especially being the strong friend, like I'm the strong person, so everybody wanna call me and dump on me, not knowing how difficult it is to see your loved ones go through bullshit, especially if they have no intention on leaving. It's like, right, it's like listening to it over and over again, and it's the same wound being open, right? So I would ask, do you have the space for me right now? And then also, are you calling a vent or are you calling for solutions? Because people pleasers, they want to give solutions. And so sometimes you fight with the person because they just really calling a vent. So listen, love her to death, put her on speaker and go do what you gotta do. Come back in the bathroom, the bitch still talking. Okay, move her to the other room, you know what I'm saying?
Can I ask go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, man, I agree with everything they said. I think we gotta learn how to compartmentalize friendships, man. Like, we be trying to drag friends into areas that they just don't belong in. You see what I'm saying? Like, you my club friend. We go out to the club, we kick it at the club, that's it. You my hooping friend. We go play ball, that's it, that's all. You my day for day, I'm going through some serious relationship shit, I'm coming to you for some real productive advice. You that friend. Then you the friend who I just want to hear what I want to hear from. And we got to compartmentalize that. So I think, to answer your question, as one of those friends, it sounds like you ain't the one that's just trying to listen to the bullshit. I am the friend, when you ready to have a productive solution, you come to me. If you trying to bullshit and you trying to hear what you want to hear, I'm not that friend, and that's okay. That don't mean I don't like you, that don't decrease the value of our friendship. That's just not the area that I'm a friend to you in.
I got a little question. It might be a petty question. I just want to kind of ask the ladies, because I got woman friends and shit. And I be peeping, it low-key be one or two of them friends in the group. Do y'all really be checking that friend for real and letting her know, like, you low-key the problem, like, high-key, though?
Bullshit.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
And then she started talking shit about you on Facebook. She gets real upset about it. Yeah.
I'm only asking because, like, I think women tend to have, like, a little bit tighter community aspect amongst their friend groups. Whereas, like, men, we do practice, like, compartmentalizing a little bit more. So, like, my nigga might be going through it and I might not know because that's not where our friendship intersect. You feel me? Like, there's a lot more intersections to women's friendship. So it's like, I think y'all would have the liberty as just to have a little intervention for y'all homegirl and tell her, like, hey, man, you need to just stop fucking with niggas for, like, the next 3 years. Because
And she gonna stop fucking with you.
Because we done had at least, like, 4 years of negative phone calls from you. So just to offset that, we kind of need you to step off the market, sweetheart. You fucking up the girls' trips. You fucking up we trying to go to brunch and you up here venting before the mimosas. Niggas ain't even drunk yet and you venting, you know what I'm saying? And, like, my homegirls be telling me horror stories. So it just be feeling like, I'm not from New York, so I only got Ohio context, but it be feeling like ladies don't always be checking the miserable friends. Y'all be letting them play with everybody else. And it's like, if I know my homeboy out here wild, I'm gonna tell her, bro, you need to sit the fuck down.
Nah,
you know
we check them. It's just she'll leave you before she leave that nigga. And that's just what it is.
Yeah. Damn.
That's a fact.
That's a fucking fact. What's your name? What's your question?
That part. My name is Manny. I'm from Jersey. Okay. Been following y'all for a long time. Love all of you. Mike, been following you since, like, Dear Woman. Love all of y'all. It works amazing. Okay. Anyway, when is the right time to leave in the sense of when it's no longer working towards a goal or believing in someone's potential? When does it get to the point where you're wasting your time?
Hold on. They're wasting your time?
The person, it's not me, but the person feels like it's starting to become a waste of time, like you're going through the same.
You know what, I'm trying to moderate, but I gotta interject. My issue is, we don't be dating, we be investing in people. Like, I'm dating who you are now to see if who you are now fits the type of person I am now. Right? And are you satisfactory in that department? But oftentimes we find projects and we want to build them into something different. And when that doesn't happen, we feel like our time was wasted. No, that nigga was who the fuck he was.
Yes.
And because you couldn't change him, now you feel like he wasted your time. My advice is, find people who are satisfactory to you in the dating world, right? This is when people normally put their best fucking foot forward.
Exactly.
And if during dating, that foot ain't footing, then that is telling you that that's probably not a relationship with you.
Oh, well, hold on wait a minute. Because relationships, when you come together, they have stages, right? There are stages. And so if you're saying in a dating, when we're speaking about dating, there are certain stages of coming together that you're not going to reach with just dating, when we're just thinking like that. When you enter these relationships, and let's just say you asking when is it time for you to go away. Once you get to that stage of stagnation to where it just feels stagnant, right? It feels like there's no shared goals, no shared interests. We're not growing together.
It's not a
and
rough
then it
patch
starts.
anymore.
Yeah, and then it starts getting to that stage of avoidance where now you're not even wanting to hold conversations together. You're trying to find things to do with friends and not do together. When you get to that space where you realize there's nothing keeping us glued besides maybe us being on a lease together or maybe us having a kid, but there's nothing else. There's no growth together, nothing that's shared that's keeping us glued. That's when it's time for you to start walking away. And that's when you really have to start questioning your heart, because that's when your heart's gonna start trying to show up. Well, I love this person. We have such a good time. Chemistry is cool. But if you realize that later on down the line, there are differences in our values, where we wanna go in life, it is time for you to walk away. It's okay to love that person still, but it's time for you to walk away, because in life, you will not be compatible.
Can I, just because please clap for her. She bodied that shit. I want to tap back in on this side. I think we may have some opposition on the other side. It's a very subtle moment that I think a lot of people miss, and that's the moment that often leads to misery because we overextend or we stay too long. It's a moment where we realize one or two things. There's either nothing more that I can do or nothing more that I'm willing to do. And that's a very small window, because on the other side of that window is just staying because I'm here. Stand because I've been here. Stand because I'm scared to be somewhere else, right? At the moment, you know there's nothing else you can do, or that you ain't gonna do nothing else even if you could. You need to go ahead and start working on your exit plan.
Yes.
Now leaving may not be immediate. We have to be realistic. Everybody not in situations where they can up and bounce as easy as it said, but you need to start planning your exit. Whatever that means for you. If your exit requires establishing safety elsewhere, if it requires you stacking your finances up, at the very moment, like that moment when you like, nah, I'm tapped. Because a lot of us realize that shit and we try to push, we try to dig. Like, bruh, if you cannot show up in your relationship healthy and wholehearted, you need to leave.
Should not be there.
Even if it's you need to go, because it's gonna get to the point where you punishing the person across from you because you're not even showing up in a healthy way. You showing up out of resentment. You showing up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once you realize you in that space, like Kitty said, a stagnation, just go ahead and start working on your exit plan.
Can I just say, my addition to that is, I think my only thing is, it's hard to give that person that advice when not following that advice is how they're in this situation. It's because they don't have the ability to walk away from things that are not satisfactory in the beginning. It is a core character trait that a lot of people have. Over-pouring, over-believing, over-trying to build, overstaying. And this is why you got to that relationship part where you now love this person. So now you sprinkle love on top of this and you were given an advice like, hey, you should leave, but you should have left 3 months ago. And you should have left after this first or fourth or sixth date. And my point is, I just think people have a problem seeing a person and saying, they're not for me, and I'm gonna walk away early, because it's hard to walk away late. That's all I'm saying. Did you have something?
I mean, my biggest fear is that people are gonna get to a point where they don't have nothing left. I feel like I meet so many women who just don't have anything left in the tank, because over the course of their life, they've overpoured, overextended, and now not only can they not show up for themselves, but they might have a good guy there and they got nothing left to give. They got nothing left to give. I think this boyfriend thing is so dangerous. I think this idea that you gotta be in these micro relationships before somebody proposes to you is crazy, and it's leaving people on the battlefield before they even get to experience